My fellow guitar friends, welcome to the lick of the week number 4. This is the lick of the week. So this was a little passage from a sonata for violin written by the one and only Johann Sebastian Bach. In this one, there's a lot of interesting things going on, both musically and technically. And that's exactly why I picked it to be lick of the week number 4. Before we go any further and start breaking it down, I want you to know that for those of you who will be kind enough to support me by subscribing to my Patreon, I will give you the tabs and the notation of the whole thing in the cheapest, lowest tier of my Patreon. I have sat down and I have carefully notated every single detail that you watched and heard right here. The link for my Patreon should be somewhere around here in the video, left or right, I don't know, you will find it. Anyway, without further ado, let's go and dive deep into what's happening here. So we have arpeggios, let's zoom in. We have arpeggios with economy picking on the right hand. We have a D minor arpeggio. And then we have on the returning we have a D dominant arpeggio. So we're going from D minor to D dominant because the D dominant takes us to the G minor. And then we go to a G dominant which takes us to the C minor, and then we go to a C dominant which takes us to the F major. So the chord progression, before we talk about the technical stuff, is so far like that. Yeah, D minor, D dominant, G minor, G dominant, C minor, C dominant to F major. So the minor chord becoming a dominant to create a cadence to the next chord. Yeah, for those of you who know the stuff, for those of you who don't worry, you can just, if you don't know the theory, you can just like follow what I'm doing without really understanding. It's fine. Okay, so D minor, D dominant, G minor. Okay, the important thing here is that the arpeggio is ascending, and then you start the arpeggio but from the 5th. From the 5th to turn it into dominant. Yeah, so it's the same exact pattern if you notice, just across different chord changes. Notice, it's like this exact pattern now from G minor. The exact same pattern from C minor. Okay? Of course, if you have the notation in front of you that is in my Patreon, it will be much easier to follow. Now, after we do those 3 chords, the D, the G and the C, the first 3 chords, we go into this little section here. Okay, which is the second section of the lick. The lick has 3 sections in total. The second section, the middle section, is this one. F minor, returning, so ascending F minor, descending B dominant, ascending E flat major, descending A half diminished, and then from that we go 4 perpetual consecutive descending chords. G dominant, F minor, E flat dominant, D half diminished. All of them starting from the 7th degree of the chord. Listen, the 7th of G dominant is F, the 7th of F minor is E flat, the 7th of E flat is D flat, the 7th of D dominant, of D half diminished is C. So, repeat, F minor, B flat dominant, E flat major, A half diminished, G dominant, F minor, E flat dominant, D half diminished. Okay? So this is the second section. Again, I'll say it one last time. It's becoming tiring, I know. But if you have the notation, your life will be much easier to learn this. Now, the third section here. So for the third section, we have a G dominant chord, like that. That's the pattern. In the notation, I've also indicated what strokes would be more ideal to do, where you need to do a downstroke, where you need to do an upstroke. For this one, for example, it's all the way sweeping on the way back, all the way sweeping on the way up, all the way sweeping on the way down. You see my right hand? Okay, now the next chord is a C minor, but it starts on the 5th of that chord, it starts on the G note. The next chord is an A flat major, A flat major 7, because you have the 7th of the A flat. And then the next chord is a D dominant, starting from the 5th, which is the A. And those are your 4 main chords of that section. I repeat them. G dominant, chord number 2, C minor, chord number 3, A flat major 7, chord number 4, D dominant. So basically you are, that's your progression, right? And then the ending of the lick is slowly. Even more slowly. It's like a C minor with chromatic enclosure. G dominant to C minor. Let me play the whole thing for you from start to finish after we've, of course, broken it down from start to finish, really slow. And let me play it now once more, even slower. First section. second section, sorry, we went into the second section. Third section. Outro. Okay, so there are a few really important things here. The first one would be to really understand the harmonic movement of what's happening in here. Like, as I broke it down earlier, I will not repeat it right now. And also in the notation that I'm providing, I am also writing the chords down, the chord symbols, like what chord you have at any given moment. The second most important thing would be to have a smooth, clean, and consistent coordination between your left hand and your right hand, and to have a proper technique here. Okay, you want to avoid the following things. You want to avoid, when you cannot reach a certain speed, you want to avoid, first of all, to play too hard on the right hand. Avoid this. I have many students that I see them, like it's a pattern. Whenever they're struggling with something, don't do that. It's giving you the contrary effect. It's making it even harder. You need to be completely 100% relaxed if you want to be able to play it. The second thing you want to avoid is to do these things chordally, like each note needs to be properly isolated and not co-ringing with the others. Listen to me. No co-ringing. You will need to do a lot of rolls with your fingers in order to not do it chordally. These are not chords, these are melodies. I need to be really clear about this. Okay, so this was Lick of the Week number 4. We've already done 1, 2, and 3. You can go check them out. They are in my channel. Just search, I've even made a playlist called Lick of the Week. You can go to that playlist and go to the other 3 as well. The third thing I would advise you to do, which is equally important with your understanding of harmony and your technique, is timing. Practice this with a metronome. If you are bored of the metronome, like a lot of people say, use a drum loop. 3 things that you want to get out of the Lick of the Week number 4, out of this movement from Bach. Harmonic understanding to enhance your overall understanding of harmony and how creative you can get with stuff. Technique and timing. Those are the 3 key things that you want to get out of this today. All right. This concludes the episode number 4. I welcome you to submit your takes and submit your entries by doing the following things. First, find me either on Facebook or Instagram and send a friend request. Upload your take and tag me and send me a message, a private message, to let me know that, hey man, I just uploaded my take and I tagged you, please check it out. If you do those 3 things, I will reach out personally to each one of you and give you feedback about how to improve your overall process. Okay, that's all for me for today. We got Leak of the Week number 5 coming up next week, and I'm really looking forward to watch and hear what you guys will come up with. Take care.